Hey everybody, it's Kitty, and I haven't made anything like this in a long while, but I'm thinking it's absolutely necessary that I do so, just given the platform I have. And I want to be able to support people who are up and coming, who don't have as much attention on them and whatnot, so that's why I'm making this video, because it really seems, aside from these smaller creators, no one's really talking about it, at least in terms of this particular community. Like, it's being talked about for other communities, like, music and whatnot, but for our genre, no one's talking about this subject matter really in a broad sense where people are going to pay attention. And that's kind of a problem. So I'm going to just jump right into it, I guess. Oh god, I said that. Why did I say that? Anyway, there is I use air quotes, creator who went by ASMR Melody, then Enchanter ASMR, then like ASMR Alchemist, I think was another one of theirs. They kept popping names because they kept making multiple accounts to essentially steal other people's audios and even their thumbnails, and then harass them when they got called out. And not only did they harass them like with emails and DMs and stuff, they would go to the channel of the video that they stole and find the original video that that person who made it posted and file a false copyright claim. Like, this person just has no life, clearly, has nothing better to do, and just is a total loser because they seem to get their jollies harassing these smaller creators and stealing from them. Like, seriously, what do you have to gain from that? Like, what do you have to gain from stealing from these creators and harassing them? And not only that, they made accounts that tried to mirror some of these creators to look like that they're actually them when they're not. And what's the purpose of that? Like, aside from doing asshole things and trying to get that person you copied canceled, which I think was their goal before they got caught doing that. So the reason I bring this up is because generally people may not know, if you're not familiar with every creator in this genre, which it's really hard to be. Come on, it's hard. There's just so many. Like, I don't even know everybody. I really don't. I see videos pop up my feed all the time in this genre, and I don't recognize the name at all. But it gets like, it has like a bunch of views, so clearly someone knows who they are. So, basically, y'all need to be on the lookout for this kind of creator, and I use the term very loosely because they don't seem to make anything themselves, and if anything is by them, they're using a lot of stuff to like alter their voice and a bunch of other crazy shit. It's so unnecessary. It's very, very unnecessary, but they're doing this, and it's a problem. And I bet my channel's going to get hit for me making this video, because they're going to see them talking about them, and they're going to make me a target. And I'm like, good luck with that. I have resources to file back at somebody. I know people who are in the legal field who could represent me. And so, Melody, Enchanter, Alchemist, whatever the fuck your name is, if you happen to be watching this, don't even try. Because I guarantee I'm way older than you, way more experienced in life than you, and know a bit more how to handle the legal system than you do. So, kiddo, don't even try. And while you're at it, just leave these other fuckers alone. And I say that in an endearing sense because they're awesome people. But just leave them alone. They did nothing to you. They just exist to make content. You can stop this. You can live your life. You can make your own fucking content and actually put an effort into things. But wait, that's too hard for you. It's easier to just download and steal and re-upload, isn't it? And I'm talking about this person because YouTube just refuses to do anything about this person other than when they catch the channels that are impersonating somebody, actually terminating them. So that's a good thing that they're doing. But they've done nothing about the false copyright claims still standing on these smaller creators' channels. And two of the creators that got hit the most is Queen Serena ASMR. She's a small, female ASMR creator. And a writer and VA who goes by Maddie S. Matt. I've been following their Twitter postings and their side of things. And they're being harassed via email. They're being harassed via DM. They're being harassed just publicly on Twitter. Twitter actually went after I'll just call him Melody just to be simplify it. Twitter actually did go after Melody, and it has been closing and banning them. So, thank you, Twitter. But this person even went so far as to try to make a Patreon to post stolen audios on and make money from. That is absolutely just fucking ludicrous. Like, seriously, maybe some of y'all can explain to me the mentality behind this kind of behavior, because I don't understand it. Like, seriously, at the end of it all, what do you have to gain from acting like this? What do you have to gain by doing things like this? Are you just that bored? If you're bored, there's an app called TikTok. You can scroll it all day and all night and see a million bajillion videos, and you can just melt your brain. If you're that bored that you feel the need to harass people and steal from them, there's other things you'd be doing with your time that are actually probably more productive than this. Like, hell, scrolling TikTok would be more productive than hurting people. Come on. Just knock it off. So if you see this person pop up in your feed, they go by Melody, they go by Enchanter, they go by Alchemist, they're probably going to come up with a whole new name because all those previous channels have been banned. So just keep an eye out for newer channels, and if there's inconsistencies in the uploads, do some cross-referencing to make sure that they're, stolen or not stolen. Just be a bit cautious with ASMR VAs going forward, especially ones that seem to come out of nowhere and have a whole bunch of content already. That should be the first red flag, to be a newer account and then right off the bat have like dozens of videos they're putting up with seemingly very little difficulty or, time and spacing between uploads. I know I want to talk because I've done, up to 3 uploads in a day before, but I am an established channel. There's a difference. I've been around a while. I've been around for years. I've been posting for years. So there's a bit of a difference there. So just, keep on the lookout. If you see anything suspicious, report the channel. If you use Twitter and you see this person, harassing these creators, report their Twitter. Just report. And, if you use Twitter, get in touch with Team YouTube. Make your voice heard and say, you don't stand for harassment. You don't stand for false copyright claims. And if YouTube can restore, accounts like Lo-Fi Girl, who got hit by false copyright claims, they can do the same for smaller creators. They really can. They just refuse to, because it's more work than they feel it's worth, probably. Because they don't care about small creators. I am a small creator in the greater YouTube sense, because I have under 100K. I'm not that big. But to someone with only like a few thousand or a few hundred subs, I'm considered a big creator. Just in comparison, I have a bigger platform. That's why I'm making this video to begin with. So the fact that YouTube just doesn't seem to care if you have under like 100K, and especially if you have under 1 million, they just don't give a shit about you. And that really, really needs to change, because smaller creators are the backbone of this platform. For every one creator that takes off, becomes the next Dream, becomes the next Markiplier, becomes the next ASMR Gibby or whatever, there's dozens of small creators who build their communities and thrive on YouTube and keep the YouTube machine going. So again, if you see these accounts pop up, report them. Just straight up, don't engage. Do not engage. Do not comment. Do not tweet. Do not email. Do not DM. Do not engage, because that's giving them the attention they want. Just report their accounts. Just flag. That's the best thing you can do. Flag these accounts. Flag stolen videos. Just flag it all. And hopefully, eventually, these platforms will get the message that this person is a ripe asshole and doesn't, belong having any kind of platform if they're going to act like this. So hopefully, if enough people speak up, someone will listen and do something. You can really, really only hope. Alright, now that I got that out of the way, quick update about my streams. I'm temporarily moving my Orky streams to this channel because my PC laptop that I'm streaming from while I wait for my new desktop to be finished, it doesn't seem to like to hold a connection to Twitch. and it's been really frustrating. So I've given up on using it to stream to Twitch, and until I get the new desktop fully up and running and operational, all my stuff on it, I'm just going to do my Orky streams on YouTube. I won't be able to do quite the same streams that I was able to do on Twitch, because for one thing, my laptop doesn't really like games very much. It crashes when I try to play a lot of games. There's maybe a couple games I can play without it crashing. And because it's YouTube, I can't really do watch-alongs or real reaction content because copyright claims that come out of nowhere. I don't want to risk it. But I'll see what I can do. I'm definitely going to do ASMR streams. That's the big thing I'm going to do. Usually every Tuesday I do an ASMR stream. So you can look forward to that. And then Thursdays are kind of like my open air days where I can just do whatever. So if you see streams Tuesdays and Thursdays on this channel with my Orky persona, that's what's going on. I can't use Twitch right now. That's it. So if you've been waiting for streams on Twitch and have wondered why I haven't been on there, that's why. Just come right here instead. Okie dokie? Okie dokie. And I have seen such great talent from so many of you in terms of just writing, drawing, everything. Y'all are incredibly talented people. Please send me your fan art. Don't feel ashamed of it. Even if it's just like a doodle with a marker. I can't really draw anymore. I am a decade out of practice. I'm very rusty, very shaky, so I envy anyone who can currently draw at all. So, if you submit your fan art, I will feature it in videos on this channel. I'll post it on my social media. And if you don't want to be anonymous, I'll link to you. So, just if you want to submit some artwork, it can be, fun artwork. The only stuff I can't show is if you draw something that has, like, titties and coochie out, I can't show that, clearly. Well, I can on, like, Twitter, but I can't on YouTube. But just regular fan art, feel free. Don't feel like you're imposing or anything or being weird. Because I've gotten emails from some of you saying, it's like, is it okay if I make fan stuff of your characters? Is it okay if I do this? I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Why are you asking me? Go right ahead. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's up for grabs. Just have some fun with it, Just have some fun with it. Alright, that aside, I've got some new audios in the works for YouTube. I've got stuff in the works for Patreon. And I got content in the works for Fansly. So, all of you on YouTube can look forward to the new audios coming out soon. And people on my Patreon and Fansly, you can, await what I have in store for y'all. For Patreon and Fansly, I try to have new exclusive NSFW content out every week. That's what I aim for. Sometimes I miss it because I'm sick or tired or something comes up. But usually I hit the mark. So, weekly content on Patreon and Fansly. And then, whenever I can on YouTube. Whenever I can. So, some characters that will be coming back is Miss Winters, Nika, Elise, the friendly MILF neighbor, and some other people that y'all really like. My brain's a little bit fried right now. Sorry, I've been up since super early. But those are some of the characters that are going to come back. And I'm also planning on doing another diva from Overwatch audio. Been planning that out. And I've been planning an audio of Panny from Panty and Stocking. And I've been working on an audio of Rarity from My Little Pony, because even though the fandom's kind of dead and the show's long over, I'm still getting comments and requests for more content from MLP Friendship is Magic. So I'm just like, why the heck not? So I got a Rarity in the works because I figured she'd be really fun to do. And I can do something nice and mellow and soothing and whatnot. On the subject of audios, my custom commissions are still open at my discretion, obviously. You can read my terms and everything about ordering a custom on kittyminxasmr.com. It's clearly there in black and white. You can read everything. If you want a custom after you go through my website, feel free to email me either through the contact form on the site or the email I have here on my YouTube. Both of them work. Both of them get to me. Things are a little slow because all my works in progress are on a dead computer. but I can take on small projects with the MacBook I'm doing my editing and recording and stuff on. So I can do, if your idea doesn't require like a whole lot of invasive, intensive stuff, if you don't want a long audio, I can whip something up for you with just what I have right now. And thank you to everyone who's been pledging on Patreon. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing on Fansly. Thank you to those of you who donate to my Ko-fi periodically and support me during my streams. Thank you very much. I'm feeling kind of okay, kind of not. I am into about week 9 of pregnancy. I am still pretty nauseous all the time. I'm still pretty fatigued all the time. But other than that, I'm doing okay. So please, please, please don't worry about me. If I need to take breaks, I will make it known that I need to take breaks. I'm not going to disappear, so don't worry about that. And don't worry that I'm pushing myself too hard, because I love making content. I love making audios. I love streaming. I love interacting with y'all. So don't think of it as something overly intensive that's hurting me. I enjoy what I do. I love this job. So don't worry if you see, a lot of postings from me. I'm not hurting myself, okay? I'm not hurting myself. I'm just putting stuff out to entertain all of you. Okay? Okay. I'll be adding some new stuff to my Throne wish list real soon. You can check it out right now and see all the goodies I have on there already. See if anything appeals to you to get to support me with my various content. I'll be putting up stuff for babies and kids because, as everybody knows, these days having kids is hell expensive, especially babies. And it takes a village. And y'all be my village. So help me raise these babies. I will pass them around and you can all cuddle them because they're cute. Especially little Fox. I have no idea what the new baby's gonna look like. I'm sure he or she's gonna be cute too. But little Fox is adorable. And very cuddly. And my older one can be cuddly too, but she's 8. She's got a bit of an attitude. You know how it is with older kids. They develop attitudes for a while. But hopefully it'll calm down when she's an adult. Because it's only gonna get worse when she's a teenager. And I'm not looking forward to that. So yeah, you can check that out. Friendly reminder, I lost monetization on my channel. I only had it briefly. I spent years not monetized. I was only on it for a few months and I got kicked back out. I have no real desire to get back in the YouTube partner program again because of all the bullshit you have to deal with to be monetized. It's not worth it to me. Because most of my videos don't get the green light to get much money anyway. But because of that, I make nothing off the content on YouTube. Not a penny. If you see an ad, it's something YouTube put there, not me. They're the ones getting the revenue, not me. As such, if you enjoy getting regular content from me, and even if you want some extra stuff, because I have a lot of extra stuff on Patreon, please support me on Patreon. Or if you like IRL naughty stuff more than audios, you can support me on Fansly. If you don't care about getting bonus content, you can just, send a buck on Ko-fi. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Because now that I'm pregnant, I really can't afford to go back into the mainstream workforce. Because I live in a state that can literally choose not to hire you for any reason or fire you for any reason and make up an excuse for it. And it's perfectly legal. So I know for a fact, disclosing I'm pregnant to an employer, they're not going to want to hire me because they know I'll have to take time off in a few months for the baby. And they don't want to deal with that. So, until the baby's born and I can get things better situated, I can really only stream and make audios for now. So, any and all support y'all can give me, I really, really appreciate. And if you're obviously broke, don't worry about it. What you can do is you can like the videos, you can comment on them, and you can make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Because I've noticed half the people watch my stuff and listen to my stuff aren't subscribed, and I wonder why. Because don't you enjoy the regular content? Subscribe. It'll appear in your feed. You'll know where I am. You'll know what's happening. So, all that aside, I'm gonna go now because it's gone on long enough. I don't want to bore you all too much. I will leave you with this question: what kind of fantasy creature lady would you like to see in an audio? It can be one I've done already, or it can be one I haven't done yet. Let me know in the comments. Please be safe, be well, take care of your loved ones. Know that I care about you, each and every one of you, and stay awesome. Mwah. Mwah. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Meow. Meow.